Hi everyone, Ashley here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you another decluttering video. In my last decluttering video, which I will link above and below, I went through and cleared out more than half of the bags I owned. So purses, boat bags, tote bags, anything like that. And I was really happy with the result that I got. So I moved on to my clothes today, and I'm not even I have a huge pile on the floor next to me, and I'm not even gonna show you the other pile that I have, which is like t-shirts, sweatpants, stuff like that you're not interested in seeing. I'm more gonna show you the day wear stuff that I'm going to sell one piece, I think, or maybe put one piece on Poshmark, and the rest are probably gonna be donated, we'll see. But yeah, so I have a bunch more that you would not be interested in, like old t-shirts and stuff. So I'm just gonna show you the day wear. So before we get into it, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm just gonna start pulling from this huge pile next to me. And I'm just so glad to see this. And I'm happy to see the huge like space in my closet where all of these clothes were taking up space. So yeah, let's just dump right in. So this is a pair of jeans that I really don't wear anymore. I've had for a long time. They're just Old Navy skinny jeans, and they're just gray. And it's just honestly not a style I wear anymore. Like I said, in previous, in a haul, what I got for my birthday, I got a pair of like vintage 70s style jeans, and those are the only ones I've been wearing. So kind of trying to grow my like vintage inspired jeans collection and kind of phasing out just like old mall jeans that I just wear because that's what was available. Yeah, not much to see here, just a pair of gray jeans. I did get a lot of wear out of these for many years, but I haven't reached them for a very long time, and yeah, it's just time to move on. Most of the things that I'm getting rid of, like the jeans, I was just like, oh yeah, it's time. They're worn out. I don't like this anymore, whatever the reason is. But there was a handful of items that I hem and hawed over. As soon as I'm done filming this, I'm taking them right to be donated. So I don't want to like start second guessing myself and just put them back in the closet, or they're just not going to get worn. This is one of those items. So this is a thrifted, A New Day. So it's a Target brand. I got this at Goodwill. It's thrifted. It's an XXL. So it's way too big for me, but I thought I could wear it oversized, whatever. So it's basically this completely see-through black kind of meshy styled top. It kind of has like big, kind of like bellish sleeves, and it just has a really pretty floral embroidering in it. I love the embroidery on it. It's a beautiful top. I haven't been thrifting for over a year. For when my dad was sick, obviously I was out of town a lot, and then COVID happened. So I have not felt like I want to, go for a couple hours into a thrift store, which is usually what I commit to when I go thrifting, because I want to look at everything. So this was thrifted probably a year and a half ago. I've reached for it a few times. I've never worn it. I've been like, oh, maybe I should wear this today. Nah, I don't know what the problem is. What I think it's very pretty. I even oversized, I think it's pretty, but yeah, it didn't get worn, so I'm just gonna redonate this, and somebody will really like it because it looks brand new. The next item was another hem and haw one that I reached for, and after the fact, I was like, oh, but it's cute, but it'd be great for summer and but whatever, and that's all true, but it's been a long time since I reached for it, and I'm gonna say goodbye to it. So this Old Navy jumper. It's it looks much like lighter blue on camera from what I can see, but it's like a very dark kind of steel blue and then white or cream stripe. Yeah, it just has these two little straps and a sash that goes around the middle. It has pockets, and it just has like kind of like the wide leg. That's all there really is to it. I just loved the stripes. It looked really like nautical, and I did get some wear out of this. I didn't get a ton, but I did wear it, and it's just been a long time since I reached for it, so I'm just ready to like try something new. The next item I'm getting rid of, I have had for years, and I'm really only getting rid of it because it's just been worn to death. And it's this like heavy knitted cream cardigan with two big pockets on the front, and it does have these nice buttons on the front. I got this at like a fast fashion store in Ireland. Like I can't remember which one it was. The brand is Atmosphere, but it's not. That wasn't the name of the store. So yeah, this was my tried and true work sweater. So if anyone's ever worked in an office, you always have your work sweater that you leave there. You have it on the back of your chair. So if you're cold, you always have a sweater. So this was, I've had this for probably over 6 years. So it's just been worn to death. And yeah, it's just, it's time to let it go. For the next three items, I'm going to go on a little bit of a sweater kick because I went through my whole sweater collection. I love sweaters. even though I live in California. So right now they're great. I can wear them right now, but for most of the year, it's a little too hot for them. But I do love how a sweater looks. So it's this mustard kind of crop top sweater. Has a little bit of a wide sleeve, but this is from New Look, and it's so soft. Like, it's very soft. And I did get a lot of wear out of this. I wore it for years. But it has some pulls on it, and I'm just kind of ready to just try something different. I'm kind of jonesing to get back into like thrift stores and everything, so I'm kind of making room for some new stuff. So yeah, this is good. Somebody will definitely snap this up because this color is very popular, and rightfully so because it's gorgeous. The next sweater I'm getting rid of is my Christmas sweater. This is from Forever 21. I've had it for at least 3 years. And of course, I only really wear it during December, usually when my friends and I get together for a little Christmas gift to get together. And then actually either Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, those couple weeks leading up to Christmas is the only time I get anywhere out of this. And it's cute. It has like the reindeer, it says ho ho ho, and I just like also the pattern up here on the top. And I only have one Christmas sweater because obviously you only get so many wear out of it during the year. I limit myself to one. But yeah, so I've had this for at least 3 years. So this year I'm going to be looking to just get a new Christmas sweater for the next couple of years. So that's why this one is going. The next sweater that I'm getting rid of was also a hard one to part with because of the pattern. I really like it. So it's this beautiful white Wheeler and Martha. So this was thrifted at Goodwill. Navy sweater with white bows on it. So it's a beautiful pattern. But it has this white bow on the back, which is nice. It has seen better days. But it's a pain in the back because you can't lean back on anything because this will like dig into your back, and it's really, I think, it's uncomfortable to wear, and it's very itchy. This makes it uncomfortable. So I think for those reasons, I have not reached for this very often. So, and the sleeves are very cute. I mean, look at that. And it has like a little kind of like gathered sleeve there. There's a lot of great things about this, but because of those few uncomfortable issues with it, I have not reached for this, so it's going back to Goodwill. On this declutter, I'm getting rid of 2 blazers. So I have a lot of blazers, and these 2 have kind of just run their course with me, I guess. So the first one is this Edie Bauer. I think this is it is a women's T8. I don't know what that size is, but it's oversized. I got this at Goodwill. And it's got this blue kind of checked kind of plaid. But yeah, I roll the sleeves up because the sleeves are way too long. And yeah, it's just this big oversized blazer that I did get a lot of use of. But again, I'm just kind of ready to like start finding some new stuff. So while this was a good find and I used it for a long time, it's ready to go. The next blazer I'm getting rid of was kind of hard because I actually found it's part of a set that I thrifted separately. The pants and the top and the blazer I thrifted separately, found them separately, and realized that they belonged together. So the first one is, well, the blazer part of it is at H&M. I got this at Goodwill. Yeah, I got this one at Goodwill, and it's a size 12, so it's very oversized. This is really what sold me. One of the things, besides it being plaid, this sold me like these like elbow patches. Love a good elbow patch. So it has shoulder pads in it. I was like, what are those called? So yeah, it's a great oversized blazer. Like I said, like a lot of these things, I just run their course. But the thing that kind of made me want to keep it is that I have a matching kind of like cigarette pants that match it. So these are also from H&M, obviously, and they're the same pattern. I thrifted these at Crossroads, and I liked them, I bought them, and it wasn't until I got home I was like, oh my god, I have the exact matching blazer. So I've worn these together for quite a few, outfits. Like there was really cute like suit that's all plaid. But I think I'm just ready to move on. Sad to get rid of plaid. The next batch of things that I'm getting rid of are like miscellaneous tops and staples that I'm parting with for various reasons. But the first one is this black button-up cardigan from Monsoon, which is a UK and Irish brand. And I love this. I wore this for years. I mean, a black cardigan, like everybody needs one. Everyone uses them. And I've really got my wear out of it. Why am I getting rid of it? Over the years, because I don't know what it is, but it's washed funny. And now it has these kind of like, it looks like a crackled pattern on it. And I don't know if you can even see that on the camera, but it's something that bothers me. Like it looks like crackled. Like there's no pattern, but it looks like there's a crackled pattern on it now, which is not supposed to be that way. So because of that, I don't want to wear it because it looks like it just has a crackled pattern on it now after so many washes, I guess. So this is going for that reason alone. And my second top from Monsoon is this black, like really simple, like quarter length sleeve, top that goes great with a lot of like my vintage stuff because it's very simple. It kind of has like a wider neck. I liked it a lot. I wore it a ton because it's like, you know, a simple black top. It's from Monsoon, and the same thing I noticed happened to this one. It has like a weird crackled pattern to it. Like obviously like something with the fabric is degrading or something and it looks crackled. So somebody might want to pick this up, you know, when I donate it, and they might not care. But yeah, for the reason those two tops, like they're just degrading for some reason. This next top I got at Target, and it was on sale, and it was like an impulse buy, and yeah, those never work out. So it's this, like, I love the colors, I love the stripes. It's this button-up top, which is actually a pajama top. So it's very light and breezy, and it has all these like kind of pastel, pink and orange pastel stripes. And it has I think it has a pocket on the side. Yeah, it has a pocket. And what's the brand? I know I got it at Target, but it's by Stars Above. And it was on sale, and I just went for it, and that's really it. I didn't really use it. And because it's like pajamas, it's wore weird. I don't know. I can't really explain what that means. But I just didn't like wearing it as a top. So that was just an impulse buy that did not pay off. The next top's a little bit similar, but I did get a lot of wear out of it. And it's this yellow plaid Old Navy top, and button up, and then it has like the knot at the bottom, and it has very like clipped short sleeves here. And it was just I need stuff for summer, one summer a couple of years ago or something, and I bought this from Old Navy, which it must have been actually a long time ago, because I haven't shopped at Old Navy in forever. But yeah, I bought this, I wore it a while, and I guess I'm just moving on from it. Keeping on that kind of like a mustard color trend, I'm getting rid of this top, which I love. It's from Oasis, which is like one of my favorite fashion stores in the UK and Ireland. And I'm only getting rid of it because it's just been worn so much. It's just dingy. It doesn't feel nice anymore. Like it's just, you know, it's past its prime. But I mean, I just love all the details on it. I love the ruffles and like the sleeves. And it was like a perfect example of like something that looked pretty vintage that you just bought at a mall in the UK. So I bought that. This at a mall over there. And I loved it. So yeah, sorry to see this go, but it's just been worn too many times. The next two items are pretty much identical in a different color, but they're both from different brands. So I'm not sure what that's about. But they are, I don't know if you can see if that's sheer. Yeah, you can see it's sheer. So this is like a sheer button-up blouse, and it has the two big pockets on the front. And this one's by Ambience Apparel, and the other one is by, which I will show you in a second, Bellatrix. But they are like identical shirts. So yeah, it's just this sheer top. I have the same one in like a wine color. So they're almost the exact same thing. I thrifted both of these at Goodwill, and I haven't worn them in probably 2 years. So yeah, I used to wear them more at work when I had an office job. But yeah, it's just not interested in them anymore. Another staple I'm getting rid of is this beautiful purple checkered pattern top that's from Oasis. Again, I love Oasis. And I've worn it a lot, and it's a bit of a stretch to say this, but I feel like it went really well with all my vintage stuff. It looks a little bit, it could be vintage, right? So that's why I bought this, and it goes with a lot of like of my plaid pants that have like some of the purple threading in it. This was a perfect thing to pair with that. But that's really the only time I ever reach for this, is when I wear those pants. And I feel like I can find something else that works even better. So it served its purpose, but it's going away. Even though it's been a long time since I have worn any of my turtleneck collection, I use that term loosely because I only had 4. Now I have 3, so I'm getting rid of this one. And it's this Gap turtleneck that I thrifted at Goodwill. And yeah, it was great for a long time. I've worn it for years, and it looks haggard now. It looks tired. It looks actually better on camera than it does in real life. It just has been worn for way too long. And I have other turtlenecks that look a lot fresher and nicer that I also thrifted. So it's just time for this one to find a new home. So I still have a few items to show you, but this was my last him and haw kind of item that I was like, but well, maybe I can do this. And no, Ashley, stop it. So it's these Merona from Target pants. They're wide-legged cropped. Let me see if I can show you the bottom. So, and they are like a bluish gray and cream stripe. And one of the reasons I saw these and I was like, oh, I love them, is because of these, the buttons that line the pockets. And because that's kind of like a staple kind of feature of vintage style pants. So I definitely liked that. And yeah, I wore these for years. I just haven't reached for them in a very long time, and they're still in pretty good condition. So somebody would be really happy to find these at the thrift store. The next thing I'm getting rid of is a set, and it just goes to show you the amazing things you can find when you're thrifting. So I thrifted this set at Goodwill, and this is definitely handmade, homemade, amateur made, whatever. There's no tags on it of any kind, and you can tell the stitching. This was not done in a factory. So this was, somebody got a pattern, got this fabric and made this, and somehow it ended up at Goodwill, and I thrifted it probably 3 years ago. So the top is this red, white, and blue check, and it has like just little snaps instead of buttons down the middle. So it's a little crop top. And then it goes with the same pattern skirt. It has 2 large pockets on the side, just a clasp and a simple zipper on the back. Yeah, and it's just a simple, I mean the pattern's not simple, but the pattern for the actual piece is pretty simple. So yeah, I usually wear them separately, not together. I think a couple of times I did wear them as like an actual outfit. So yeah, it was just really cool to find this, that somebody made this with their hands, and like nobody else was gonna be walking around with this because somebody made this one of a kind. So yeah, I'll put this back into Goodwill where I found it, and somebody else can find this little treasure. Okay, we've reached the end. There's only one more thing to show you, and this is probably the only piece that I'm gonna be putting on Poshmark, and it's this Patagonia coat. It's this like maroon coat with like the tassel, like I don't even know, like they're not buttons obviously, but like the little pulley tassels, that's how they like close. Yeah, and this is a medium, and it has kind of like, I don't know if you can see, but it has kind of like a print on certain parts of it, like on the pocket area, and then here on the around the back, and then on the shoulders, and the rest of it's just a simple maroon color. So yeah, this was a great like warm jacket. I think one thing for me, I have so many jackets and coats, and I live in California, so it's just really not feasible to have them all. And this was like kind of the one that I just didn't go back to after a couple of years. So yeah, I'll probably put this on Poshmark because it is Patagonia and it did cost me a little bit. But yeah, I think one thing also is that it's a very warm coat, but the fact that there wasn't a zipper or something, like there was kind of like gaps where the cold could get in. And again, like in California, that really wasn't an issue, but I did wear this to like some cold climates. And I think that was like kind of a function that I didn't think about when I bought it. But for somebody else, it may be fine. So this will probably go on Poshmark. But yeah, this is the only coat that I managed to get rid of. Whew. Okay, so that's everything. That's all my daytime stuff. I have a pile about the same size of like athleisure, like workout stuff, you know, old t-shirts, pajamas, and like, you know, sweatpants, just stuff like that I would not want to watch somebody show, and I'm sure you don't want either, so I only showed the daytime stuff. So, but I went through all that stuff as well. So it was a really successful clean out. I have a lot more room in my closet, and I'm excited to start shopping again and thrifting again whenever I feel that it's safe for me to do so. So I have a lot of room to like find new things now, because it's been a long time since besides like my unique vintage online orders, like that's really all the shopping I've been doing for clothes. So, and I had a lot, so I didn't really feel like I needed to add to it because my closet was bursting. So now these can all go to new homes, and I can like have some room to find some new things. So that's all for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.